Hello, this is your captain speaking, and today we're playing more Kerbal Space Program. Now, it's been a little bit of a hiatus since the last time I played this game. I've had a lot of stuff going on, work has been crazy lately, but you guys don't need to hear about that. Here is my new moon mission. It's a rover that will take us all over the surface of the moon, gathering up precious little chicken nuggets of science, bringing them back to Kerbin with its little fantastic VTOL thrusters that I unlocked with the last batch of science. It's piloted by Jendo and Potus Kerbin, and it will be a glorious, spectacular mission that you're not going to see most of because it's going to be really boring, and it's going to be driving around the surface of the moon for 50 freaking hours. Anyway, today we're moving on to bigger, better things. Let's go. Okay, so here we have the first part of our craft that will take us to Duna, and this is totally overkill, and I totally realize it. There is way too much fuel involved here. Holy crap, that just burst my eardrums because my headphone volumes were so loud. This is a ridiculous amount of fuel. I do not need this amount of fuel for just the vehicle itself to be down here, and plus there's going to be wasted fuel over here. But I don't care, because I want to test making a space shuttle style launch, like STS. Not entirely clear on what that means, to be quite honest. I should probably look that up. I'm making a fool of myself as a space captain. Oops. Anyway, this thing will ascend valiantly into the sky. I wonder how many times I've said valiantly so far in this series. I just like the word valiant, because it sounds very valiant. Anyway, as I said, this is a ridiculous amount of fuel, probably way more than I would ever need to get this kind of craft up into orbit, but I like to have fun, I like to party, I like to waste resources and hurt the environment, because that's just the kind of guy I am, I don't take shit from anyone, especially not Mother Earth. Just kidding, save the planet, probably a good investment to do. I don't want to die, and I kind of want to live into the future. That'd be pretty cool, and I don't want my kids to die if I ever have kids who are in the space future. Although I suppose if they're in the space future, they could probably just go to a better planet. But still, save the planet. Don't listen to me, kids. I'm a bad influence. This is very slow ascension to the sky, and I'm making a fool of myself. Regardless, as I said, this will be the first part of my craft that will take us to Duna. In fact, this is the return module that'll get us back from Duna and land us safely on Kerbin. I'm setting up Tedstead Kerbin and Edmore Kerbin. These are going to be the only two crew members I'm actually going to be ascending. Oh yeah, okay, we're 113 kilometers up, which is fantastic, or that's where the periapsis, the Apple app, jam. Okay, it's been like a week and a half since I played this game, because I've been very busy. So, I am 113 kilometers set to go up, and then I'm going to circularize my orbit, or I'm going to give myself an orbit, and I'm going to pop this little craft into a nice safe parking orbit here that will be ready for rendezvous with other craft. These are the only two crew members I'm going to send to Duna, because I want to have a small craft, because in Duna missions I've tried to do in the past, I always try to send like six Kerbins, which is, well, that's a lot of like living space I have to give them, and that causes problems because more weight, and it's harder to get back. And well, to be quite honest with you, I consider myself a semi-intermediate Kerbal Space Program player, meaning that I've only ever had like one successful comeback from another planet. And even then, it was wrought with failures and all sorts of mishaps and incidents. But they made it back and they survived. And I'm going to record my first mishapless mission, hopefully, crossing my fingers, knock on wood, mission to Duna. I hope it goes really well. My main stage has lasted me an awfully long time, though, and I'm very grateful for that, so it's gonna push me right up there to get into orbit. And there's more than enough fuel in this thing. There we go. See, now I'm just wasting fuel here, because if I dump the fuel into the center tank here, it's gonna throw the balance way off, so I'm just wasting a big SB2 LFT fuel tank from KW Rocketry. I tried installing some more mods recently, and they ended up crashing the shit out of my game. So, not that. Also, I need to focus, because I'm not actually getting myself up in orbit here. So I've detached my main craft. It's very simple. I just realized there are no solar panels, but that's fine, because I did put batteries on here. Are there? Yeah, there are batteries on here somewhere. Doesn't matter, because this is just the return craft. It doesn't need much, hopefully. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I believe in there. I believe in the crew members to bring it back safely. 15 seconds estimated burn. That's good. That's doable. That's easy. That's not much fuel at all, actually. Stop displaying that. I don't want to see that. Why are you doing this, game? Okay, well, now it's just showing how much fucking mono-repellent I have in that one tank. I'm gonna do my burn because I already missed my window slightly. Ah, man. This mission that I was gonna show you that was gonna be full of no disasters is already full of disasters, and it's just making me look like an idiot. But regardless, I just got myself into a nice, safe orbit. Oh, burn past a little bit. Where am I sitting on my orbit? 120, 120. Holy crap, that is really close. That's like a... It's a separation of 100 meters. Exactly. That's beautiful. Okay, I guess I'm going to keep that like that, and I'm going to start sending up my second module now. This is safely parked. Tedstead and Edmore are happy. They look really happy. You see the little portraits down there? Look inside the cockpit. Oh, this cockpit's so cool. I love this one. That's the whole reason I use it, is because it looks badass. Here we have the second component to our Duna mission, the landing module. I did a test flight of this thing with just the module, like this part up here, and I actually managed to get it in Kerbin orbit. So I'm sure that'll have plenty of delta V on just that upper part to be able to get into Duna orbit, because the gravity is much lower there and the atmosphere is skinnier and easier to cut through. You can see here that this thing is drone controlled by one off-center, I think it's called a, I don't know, I'm going to call it a buttnik because it sounds funnier. Oh, might be going a bit too high here. No, I'm just fine. It's drone controlled, because I don't want to send up more than 2 Kerbals, as I already discussed earlier, and I've got 2 solar panels on this side because they happen to weigh the same as the probe control body on that side. It worked out very nicely, actually. I'm very happy with that. Alright, I got my Apo apps just up to the right place, and then I realized, oh shoot, I totally launched at the wrong time. But I guess I can use this time to show you that how to approach a craft that is way farther ahead of you in the orbit than it should be, because of poor planning and bad decision making. Down on my poodle stage now. I burned out these, but don't worry, I'm going to send up a refueling mission to fill all the tanks on all the ships, so I have plenty of fuel to make it all the way to Duna. You can see here I've got detachable science components. That's perfectly fine. I forgot I didn't put any mystery containment goo on there because, well, I don't know, poor decision making, I suppose. I've been making a lot of that right now. I've got all these little sensors on here though, so that should surely make up for all that lacking science. There's a ton of parachutes and a ton of solar panels. I got plenty of landing legs for support, so I don't tip over when I land on the planet. These 2 tanks on the side here with the toroidal aerospike engines. Is that right? They're not toroidal. Whatever. With the aerospike engines on the side here, these are detachable, so I can kind of get staging, but I'm not going to detach them until I get to the planet. I was originally thinking of adding 2 Uliage motors to the side, so I could use them as SRBs, I suppose, to get myself a better launch. What you want to do when you're this far behind your target that you're trying to maneuver is just get higher than it in your orbit, because if you're higher than it in your orbit, you're going to be moving significantly faster than it is. So every orbit, you're going to be bringing yourself a little bit closer to it. So I'm just going to time excel here, and I can't go faster than that. So editing magic, yay! Alright, so now that I've accelerated quite a bit, you can see here that these 2 red intersect indicators are getting closer and closer every time the craft moves past them, every time I do an orbit. And eventually these are going to get close enough to where you can bring in your orbit and try and circularize it a bit more, which is going to be like 1 or 2 more orbits here. And then you will be on an intercept course, like you normally would be able to, of maybe, probably a few 100 kilometers, which is very easily fixable with the engines I have. I did realize, however, I don't have RCS capabilities on this vehicle, but that doesn't really matter because the other one does have RCS on it. And I just have to slam it in anyway. Alright, so you can see they're pretty close here. That's good. That's exactly what I need. Yeah, they're going to be close here. So, what I'm going to do next is slow down my time accel, and I'm going to set a maneuver node right here and bring down this orbit. Alright, after fiddling with maneuver nodes for a little bit, I finally managed to get myself an intersect on the next orbit over. This is the next orbit of 5.6 kilometers if I do this burn right here, which I'll fast forward to. Alright, I have brought myself close enough to the node. I just have to get myself turned around and actually find the node. Where is it? I've got a 4-second burn set up here. That's quick. That's a very short burn, actually. I love the music in this game. It's been like a week or so since I've actually played. Actually, it's been longer. Like, I guess 2 weeks at this point. And, I don't know, every time I play this game, it just puts a big goofy smile on my face. I missed the maneuver node because I was yapping about the game. Gosh dang it. Alright. That should be good. 4-kilometer intersect. 8-kilometer intersect. I'm going to go to that 4-kilometer one. That sounds fantastic. Let's just fast forward, because that's also on the day side of the planet too, and I don't want to do this whole thing at night, because you guys aren't going to see anything, and this one's closer to, you know, being in daylight for a long period of time. That'll be nice for you guys. I'm such a good, like, video host connoisseur, and I'm not. I'm terrible. But I enjoy doing this, and I really appreciate the support all of you guys have been giving me. I am now up to 42 subscribers, and, well, checking analytics, which is always very fun, I can see that I have wasted 7 days collective of your time with you hearing me babble about fucking nothing, and I love it. Thank you so much. It actually really means a lot to me, because, I don't know, I'm kind of in a rougher spot in my life right now, and making these videos is a thing I do that I enjoy very much, and you guys are enjoying them too. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you. Alright, after getting all cheesy and shit like that, what I'm doing right here is I am burning I'm burning retrograde towards my target to try and slow myself down, so I'm going the exact same speed as it. I'm a little bit off in the orbit though here, because I'm actually gaining velocity away from it. So what I'm going to want to do here is burn directly towards the target. Like this, yeah! I'm going about 27 meters per second. I don't want to go too fast because I don't want to burn past the target again, which I'm sure you've all seen me do before. I've got plenty of daylight. Where am I? But yeah, I'm not even halfway past the day on the planet yet. That's awesome. So this is all going to be a daylight thing, and I'm very happy about that. Because you guys can see it. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, just got to slowly wait for that. Fast forward. Now that we're only a kilometer away from it, I'm going to start slowing myself down a bit so I don't collide directly with it, even though it looks like I'm probably just going to fly by it at this juncture. Slow myself. Bit more. Okay, I'm going 4.7 meters per second relative to... I want to go slower. I'll bring myself down to like 1.2. Yeah! I landed exactly on 1.2. God, that's awesome. Alright, I'm going to switch to the craft itself, and I'm going to open the docking port shield. It's a, I'm pretty sure that's, B9 rocketry? That allows you to have the shield docking port. It looks badass. I love it a lot. The other craft doesn't have, capability for, what's it called? Doesn't have capability for RCS, which is fine. We don't need that to have capability for RCS. For what we're doing. We don't need RCS. So I'm gonna position this craft so it's facing this just directly down here, because that's not really changing. And I'm gonna get back in this craft, turn on the RCS. Now I have this maneuverability, which is very nice, and I have to remember the RCS controls because they're very confusing on Kerbal Space Program, because it's like a bunch of buttons in the middle of your keyboard that I probably need to learn, actually, what the different ones do. Let's get myself targeted with the lander here. Nice. Locked on target. I believe H and N control forward and backward motion. So, let's get myself pointed at it like this. And bring myself towards it. Screw your 1.2, I'm going to go way faster. I'm trying to line up my prograde node with it, so I'm going to do some 6 sideways maneuvering here and line myself up so I'm heading directly towards it. Hopefully I can slow myself down before I collide directly with it. But I'm only going 2.4 meters per second, so I'm not sure if it'll actually damage anything at this slow speed. I'm going to fast forward, time accelerate a little bit until I'm closer to it, because this takes a long time. Well, I do want to make it there during daylight, and it looks like the sun... Oh, I've still got plenty of daylight left. Never mind. Alright, I'm just gonna move at a safe, measly speed of, like 2 meters per second. Works perfectly fine. 2 meters per second is pretty fast. How fast is a human jog in meters per second terms? I don't know that because I'm a filthy American. Or am I? Yeah, mostly. Alright, so I've accelerated myself, so I'm nice and close to it now. I'm gonna slow myself down. And I'm going to start... playing the riddle that is maneuvering with RCS in Kerbal Space Program. So this is going to be a mess. Please bear with me. Okay. I'm going to get myself positioned. I want to control it from here. Oh, I'm getting close to it. Okay, I'll be fine. I'm 15 meters away from it. Control from here. It's been a while since I've actually done any docking. Docking, that's a joke. That's sexual in nature. Whatever. Too close! Too close! Oh, I almost hit it. No, I brushed by it by maybe, like, a foot. Holy crap. Okay. Bring myself back a little bit. I'm moving too fast relative to the target. Damn it. All to heck. Alright. Damn it all to hecky gosh dang darn. This is a disaster. Oh yeah, if you guys thought I was good at Kerbal Space Program, I've been lying to you the whole time and you're idiots. All of you. Just kidding. I love you. Please don't leave. Okay. Seem to not be moving too much sideways now. I can fix that with little small adjustments. Coming in a bit too far fast forwards. How do they work? Oh, too much, too much. Okay, come back, come back. Oh, so close! Magnets, magnets! Yes! Haha! I got them attached with relative ease, actually. That was a pretty good dock. So, now these two modules are attached. I could... Oh, man. That's awesome. I'm super glad. So, this is the... Not the complete craft, obviously. I'm going to need the drive core, and that's what I'm going to build next. But that's going to be in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. This is your captain signing off. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Bye.